Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War Turks. I might sound a little bit different. I don't know whether I sound a little bit different or not, but I like to assume that I'm going to sound different. Maybe there might be a little bit of reverb in the background. And you might be wondering why your videos are so crisp and clean, and you're so good at recording audio. And, well, that's not true. The answer is, for the last, I want to say, 2 months, I've been working on setting up a little bit of, I guess you could call it a man cave, for lack of a better term. And I'm hoping that the ability to go somewhere where I'm going to be alone, where I'm not going to be bothered, where I can sit back and comfortably drink at my drink, will help me record more videos. Maybe I can get back onto a regular recording schedule. Who knows? I don't know. But because of the change in atmosphere, my voice might sound a little bit different. I'll have to see what happens when I go back to a more quiet room so I can compare and contrast the two. But those are all logistical stuff that you don't want to have to worry about. Look at all that beautiful trade. Anyway, yes, Medieval 2 Turks. Well, here we are. Of course, the one drawback of this new setup is that I don't actually have a second monitor. So I can't even actually see if, let's go ahead and take care of this heretic. I'm afraid I'm going to forget about him. There we go. And then I'll speak when I end the turn. So yeah, I don't actually have a second monitor, so I can't keep an eye on OBS while I'm over in my little man cave. That could be a little bit of a problem. I don't even know if OBS is recording right now. So I guess we're just going to have to trust in OBS to see us through. I pushed the button. I did it. I definitely pushed the button, so we shall see. And I have a little timer off to the side. Tell me how long the video's been going, so hopefully they don't run long or short. Well, longer or shorter than I would prefer. Anyway. Milan is attacking Frankfurt. I had hoped, I believe, to get this army down to provide relief. It doesn't look like I'm going to be so fortunate. This is a losing battle. But I'm gonna fight it. Because of course I am. I fight every battle, including the ones where I can't say that anymore. I don't fight every battle. I have attempted to expedite the game a little bit by not fighting every battle. It hurts me a little bit, but this series has gone on way longer than I expected it to. Anyway, my plan here for this battle is probably going to be pretty obvious, and that is to cower in the city center. I don't really have enough infantry. I have plenty of cavalry. I'm going to turn off skirmish mode. But nothing to get excited about. We'll go ahead and throw these guys in here and put them on fire at will. And we will also put these arquebusiers, which I'm 99.99% sure that I'm not pronouncing correctly. And these guys will go in here with skirmish mode. Also, the Saracen militia will go behind for the moment. But as soon as it looks like the troops are going to charge their arquebusiers, I will charge them out. All right, let's begin. Speed up the game until they break through the walls. It shouldn't take very long. So yeah, I have a nice little man cave. It's sweltering in here. This building, it's actually a separate building from where I live with my family. And there's no air conditioning. All I have is this little fan right here, and I don't know if you guys can actually hear it in the background or not, but that's another one of those things that I will have to see when the time comes. Again, not much I can really do about that at this time being. I'm hoping, since I have internet out here now, and it's quiet, and I probably won't get interrupted as I stare intently at the door, waiting for somebody to knock on it. I'm actually hoping to start some fun things, we'll say. But I don't even know if my internet or my computer can handle it, because some fun things require lots of both internet powers and PC powers. And well, I have a moderately beefy computer for what I need it for. It does struggle a little bit with many tasks going on at once, which certain fun stuff would require. What are they doing? They should be attacking me. Hey! 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 What are you doing? Get over here. There we go. We actually have a few guys charging forward. It's about time. Now, these revolts are good anti-infantry units. I only have 2 of them. I don't know how well they will perform. And they're certainly not going to perform very well in actual combat. In melee combat, that is. And I lost some dudes here. I don't know from what. But I did see the number go red. Oh, they might be firing their own cannon. They have one of those, right? Probably, somewhere. Ah, Genoese Crossbowmen. I do not like that. This is a terrible idea. Let's try it out anyway. We're going to charge several units of Syphilis into the Genoese Crossbowmen. They will probably end up getting backed up, and my Syphilis will end up getting destroyed. But hey, we'll see what happens. In my enthusiasm for my fancy man cave, I have completely forgot about the danger of Genoese Crossbowmen. Well, you guys fight in the melee or run back a little bit, even though that you don't have skirmish mode on. That's fine.
We need to act.
The rest of you guys just fire into that little cluster. Yeah, like that. Look at this guy. Yeah. You take that building. Aw, he died. I don't really know how much damage we're doing, but they're wavering. They're backing off a little bit, so that's good. I should really be looking this way, because I'm sure the rest of their army will be coming eventually. Looks like my tactic of wallow arrows is about as useful as always. I don't actually know if the shields on their back helps them fight. I'm not sure about that. But I do know that these guys can back off now. What's your next wave gonna be? Gunners. Okay. Or maybe they just won't attack the city center. I would bet money that they will eventually. They're just trying to dance around and waste a little bit of time. course, if they waste all the time, then I'll still have won the battle, so I'm okay with this. Okay, future Leecros, while you're checking out this video, it is currently 10 minutes and 15 seconds in. Probably shouldn't tell you guys that, but kind of curious because this is a sort of a new setup. I probably started the timer a little late. I mean, I can only hit it as fast as human reaction, and I have to push that button and then that button. So we'll see what happens. I will see what happens. You guys don't have to worry about it, though. You guys just have to do what I do. Sit back, relax, and wait for the Genoese to attack. I'll probably cut lots of this out. Okay, so it appears as if they have chosen not to attack into us. I just burned down pretty much that entire battle. So what I'm going to do is move my troops forward and try to deal as much damage to their army as I can. I'm not going to get into a hurry, and if they show any real signs of movement forward, I will pull back and fight them. But, I mean, they don't really have enough time to take the city center at this point. At least I don't think so. Or at least I hope they don't. Alright, so they are moving forward. And their handgunners are taking quite the damage. And there are troops behind. Good. But again, I don't think they have enough time to take the city. I hope. So this is literally just free damage for me. As long as they back off properly. Yeah. I hope I'm right, otherwise this is going to be really unfortunate. Alright, that's far enough. Go ahead and keep pulling back. Oh. Oh. Okay, I thought they were actually retreating for good this time, but no. And this, again, this is entirely to inflict as many casualties upon them as possible. I can't beat their numbers. But utilizing the game mechanics to wear down their troops is an appropriate response, in my opinion. Oh. Now you're getting some of our gunners in on the action, and they do not like that. Look at all the fire that's coming in on them. That is great. Their front lines are just being trashed.
No.
You know what? Both of you guys fight. Ooh. Ho, 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 ho. And back they go. Well, we still have some handgunners here. And they're actually getting some shots in, but no, they don't have enough time.
Day is over, and we have only come away with a small victory. Yet, a victory is a victory.
A small victory. I consider that a pretty darn good victory. Considering I was going to lose the city. And now I imagine that they'll either attack at Khan or... Yes, they will attack at Khan. Do I want to fight them at the wall, or do I want to pull back and do the same tactic I usually do?
Swiftly or slowly,
I suppose I could attack them at the wall. And that is another unfortunate part about this campaign. This war against Milan is going to be so long and drawn out. I'm just going to be constantly fighting close battles, attempting to deplete their forces. Okay, well, my wall's damaged. I forgot about that, but I probably shouldn't have. If that's the case, they're probably not even going to bother laying siege. They're probably going to charge right into the gap. Okay, with that in mind, I think the best plan is to plug up the gap with troops. Spearmen in the front, archers in the back, and then we'll even, you know, collect our spearmen in fancy formation as much as possible. If they're willing to. There we go. Try to keep both sides relatively even because I don't know which way they're coming in at. They could come in either way. And they could all come in one side, or they could all split their forces, or who knows. Let's keep those Nafatoon up there. I don't know how much use they'll be, but I'm curious enough to find out. I'll also put the Ottoman infantry there, and I think I have another unit. We'll stick them over there, just to get some covering fire on them. I also have these handgunners. I don't really know what to do with them. Guess I could stick them there. And bodyguard unit all the way back, I suppose. Now, the Syphilis. I think I'm going to run them out the side here and attempt to run around the flank and harass them with arrows. This is all assuming and hoping that they actually don't attempt to siege the castle, because my units are not actually put in a proper position to do that, to take care of that. Where are you guys? Come over here. Come on. Come on. I don't even care if you're facing the wrong way. Okay, fine. You guys want to go over here? No? There. That's acceptable. Start the battle. Okay, are they actually sieging, or are they just charging in? Ooh. It appears as if they're actually sieging. That is concerning. Although they are not using the ram, so they're just using the siege tower and the ladder. That does make it a little bit easier. Go ahead and disable skirmish mode and move there. I did not say that out of sync, future Leecros, just for the record. I just needed to take a minute to process it because I'm not very smart. And I should be saying these things as I do them, but whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's just the video game. Okay, these guys are definitely making for the gap. And these guys are definitely making for the wall. But there's not really enough of these guys here to make that assault all too concerning. I am mildly concerned about these guys. And, of course, the bulk of the forces, obviously. Definitely concerned about them as well. And an Nafatoon can throw their explosions. Excellent. Oh, Genoese crossbowmen.
The ladders have reached the walls. Defend your
I'll
homes
just have
and
to
women.
take the
Let
losses.
them go no further.
I don't have to take those losses, though. I wonder if they can... I hope they can throw the explosions straight down on their heads. They can. Excellent.
Appears to be running in our favor.
That did hit
With
some of my
tidings such as
troops.
these,
Be
does
careful with
victory
those.
spring forth. The enemy general flees like an old woman. Attack and break the will of his men.
I'm glad that my Ottoman infantry have all done what I asked them to do. Okay, I don't think the Broken Lances are going to make it to their destination. Let's deal with these crossbow militia the best that I can, at least. I'll even spread my troops out. How about that? Yeah, the Napatoon shots got them to panic. I swear I've had the Napatoon on the walls before and they've done nothing. I have to assume that because there's this massive gap in the wall, they have more room to throw their explosions.
We must pray they lose their will to fight.
I see these guys are running. There they go. Just like I asked them to, right?
Behold our worthless foe. See how their general turns tail and flee. Rejoice.
So yeah, I would consider this a win turn.
These men fear us.
I at least held my position. Unfortunately, to take on Milan, I'm going to have to do more than just hold my position. I need to actually beat them.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
It's not going to be easy. They are far and large the strongest faction on the map right now. They don't have as good of units as the Timurids. The Timurids just straight up have higher quality units than pretty much everyone on the map. War Elephants are not to be trifled with, and they take a lot to bring down. And they like to build a lot of them. But the Genoese Crossbowmen militia are some of my favorite archers in the game. I am taking a warming to the Ottoman infantry, admittedly.
All praise to Allah. You have left our enemy lost. They run like children.
Let's continue
Scour
the
them
battle.
from the field.
I do want to scour them from the field. Clean up as many of their forces as we can. I usually like to play with my food a little bit. I don't mind stragglers. If you recall, at the start of the series, I was like, is this General Chivalrous? Is that General Chivalrous? And I'll do that a little bit. But at this moment, at this point, I can't afford to. Most games I can. Most games don't have me backed into a corner the same way that this game had. And there's just a few stragglers here and there. Let's take that guy out since he's far, far away from the edge of the map. It's another victory for us. Excellent. We might hear me taking a sip of my drink. You might not. I don't know. Like I said, this is all new to me. This is a whole new setting for me to record videos in, and I don't know how it'll turn out. It's very warm, though. Oh, boy. Okay, where are these last stragglers, and why haven't they left yet? That's the wrong way to the exit. I always find it kind of funny how these routing troops run away from the edge of the map instead of taking the shortest path off.
Great victories are like sweet nectar. Come, let us drink of the most rare and glorious fruit.
So the real question is, are we actually going to be able to do stuff during this episode, or is it going to be entirely defensive battles? I see Milan is attacking again.
Our foes dare to besiege us. When they strike, so will we.
Of course, we can't lose sight of our goal.
Shall we move out to break the enemy siege, Sultan?
I see. So that's how it's gonna be, huh? Sure, go and have babies.
We would see
Wait.
you dead. Name
What?
the field of battle. We will meet you there. Infidels to kill, Sultan. Orders. Yes, Sultan. Your enemies shall fall swiftly.
What? What? What are
We will
What
not
are you
surrender
doing,
these
Portugal?
waters easily.
That is not how you conquer the planet. Let's throw in a couple of elite troops in there then, if they're going to pull those shenanigans.
An honor to serve. We shall board at once.
Excellent.
Now,
Okay
our
then,
mighty
before
Sultan,
we
heading ashore.
attempt to engage in battle, oh hey, he got some neat trades, yay. And Portugal is mad at us. Yes. We are still building up some defensive
Yes,
troops in
noble
Hamburg.
master. Joining our faithful armies together.
And
Talk
it
is
looks like
cheap.
that army's going to
Come
head this
first
way.
and honor
We'll go
the
ahead and
fair.
try to
Yes.
take this bridge and see if we can hold it off. I think I was going to send this army to attack Stettin. I think. That way I don't have to worry about any Timurid invasions coming in. But then Portugal decided to get cheeky. But yeah, let's take our turn before we attempt any battles to actually get some things done. Edinburgh is doing quite well. Let's see. There's not really a whole lot that can really help with the war effort at this point. Guess I can build another Jama. I'm basically looking for trade or new units, but I don't really want to build new units in the back. I want to build them closer to the front. Our income isn't what it was. Probably because... whatever. Probably because we've built a number of new armies. Ah, the Caribbean has finished a little bit. Our list of units that we can build over here is growing very slowly. Now, I have thought about repurposing some of these castles back here into cities. Specifically... Oh, there's an ant on my desk. That's interesting. specifically Caernarvon and Inverness. But with this happening here, it's a little concerning. But that would just turn Britain into a massive economic powerhouse, and I would keep Nottingham here to continue to have the ability to build defensive units on the island if need be. I'm not sold on the idea, not 100%. I was about 90% there before this happened. Now I'm at about 80 or 70%. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't even know why I have that boat. Okay, well. Converting it into a city would give it a few free upkeep slots, which would be useful, possibly. Okay. Are they going to fight it? They are going to fight it. Interesting. Handgunners, Genoese crossbowmen, and I have my Janissary musketeers. But that will be for next time. I think this should be about 30 minutes-ish. I know I have to cut out several minutes for that battle. We'll see. But until then, happy gaming. I'm going to go see how this turned out before I make any more. Yeah. So until then, like I said, happy gaming. I already repeated myself. It's fine.